Just sharing our view before all the leaves start to go. There's something in Lucky's fur. One of those little sticky things.
I got it out.
Good boy. Are you going to say hello to the camera?
Hello.
Hi, we're Emily, Lee and Hudson. We're from the UK, and after some years living abroad in Thailand and Gozo, where we got married, we wanted to be closer to nature with our own land for self-sufficiency. So we followed our dream and moved to rural Bulgaria in 2019 in a bid to become debt and stress-free and property owners. Follow us on our journey as we renovate our future home, showcase Bulgarian village life and share some useful tips as we learn along the way. We've got big plans on a tiny budget. Welcome to our derelict dream. So I'm talking to you with the sun in my face just so you can see the view, but I shall probably move. I know it's been an incredibly long time since we did a video.
That's my shadow.
It is your shadow, and life gets in the way, doesn't it? So we are back with an update on where we're at with the house, and probably I'll try and do some before and after shots. But we're living here. We've been living here since July. We had to do a month in a rental, and just because it wasn't livable, we still moved in here without a kitchen and without a bathroom, but just a flushing toilet. So I'll share with you how the last few months have been, but we're settled and extremely happy. So Hudson, you're being interviewed.
Yeah.
That means I ask you questions, okay? So, how do you like your new garden and your new house in our new village?
It's good.
It's really good, is it?
Yeah.
What's your favourite thing about the new house and the new garden?
But now teeny tiny Lego.
We bought you teeny tiny Lego. That's one of your favourite things.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair enough. But do you like your new garden?
Yeah.
Yeah, and your new village?
Yeah.
Good. Well, that's more than I expected to come out of him. So yeah, we're obviously very happy in our new place. There's a park with children in it. Another question. Okay, come here. Oh, you have to come and sit next to Mummy because I got it flipped this way. So, do you like playing in the new park with the new children?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? I'm asking you a question, so you got to answer. Yes?
Yeah.
And have you started nursery now?
Yeah.
And do you like nursery?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? And he doesn't miss me at all, do you, when you go to nursery?
No.
So if I'm an hard about making this video, keep going to try and make something. You know what I do? I clean the whole house ready to make a video, and then I'm so tired by the end of cleaning it all that I give up. So I think what I'm going to do this time is like clean one room, film it, and then clean the next room and film it and do it over some stages, so I'm not pressured to do it all in one go. And obviously with a toddler in tow and an online job, it's all a bit tricky. But we ummed and ahed about doing an update because I feel like in the past, whenever, it always doesn't matter how many wonderful positive comments that we get from people that have followed us over the years. It just takes one person to say something negative about how hard you've worked that it really gets to you, and I mean really gets to you. I think I explained in the last video that Lee was working solidly all day, every day, not even having dinner with us to get this place livable. And when someone criticises that, you just are so flattened by it. So we literally have just been like, why do we bother? Maybe we shouldn't bother putting ourselves out there for it. I need to get the beach ball, hold on. So as you come in from the property, you can see we've done a tremendous amount of clearing. Originally the property was cleared for when the agent wanted to clear the garden for selling, and unfortunately what came with the guy who did the clearance is a lot of trees were dug up, so it's a real shame we don't actually have any trees here. And that actually cost us a lot of money in the digger to dig up the old roots, and actually we probably would have preferred big trees to have remained. So, but for now we have a nice big open space that we're terribly trying to grow grass on, because a lot of the, as you remember from the last video, a lot of the old tiles from the roof were buried under here, which means all the bottom soil, the clay-like soil, was then spread over. So it's been hard to grow grass on that.
Mommy.
So I want to do a grand, like, architectural digest type video. Welcome to our home through the front door into the kitchen. But I'm actually going to save that bit till the end and start with the bedroom and work backwards, because A, I haven't cleaned my kitchen yet. It's probably wee in the potty in the bathroom, and just I want to do a bit of tidying up. So bedroom's tidy, so I'm going to start there. Okay. Ooh, okay, so I hope the lighting's good enough. I've got every light imaginable and the curtains open to try and see as much of this. So we're still, you know, we're 99% done indoors. There's a few things, you know, we've got to put trims around doors and seals. I mean, like, I'm talking like I know what I'm talking about, and I don't really. So, you know, just finishing touches. So this door that I just came through goes into the old part of the house, so we sort of have two exits in there, but we have a lovely space finally, not all sharing one bedroom. I have a little office space there. There's still some painting touch-ups here to do. I've sort of got halfway through the room. I'll close everything, so this is just, to me, such a beautiful space. I cannot believe I'm living in such a lovely finished space after the years we had in the old house. And I will heighten from every single room we have, honestly. Oh, I didn't do that very well. We have the best views. I mean, yes, this goes into our neighbour's garden and some trees, but it's just gorgeous. Every room in this house has a view, and that is something that I just didn't expect. So, really happy with this space, and it leads on into Hudson's dream bedroom. So you can see, I know we've showed videos before, but all the rooms lead into each other, and I will quickly tidy Hudson's room and show you that next. So here we go. I mean, really, he is the luckiest boy, isn't he? He's got his own big boy bed, all his storage under there for his toys, all of his storage here for clothes and toys, the dream window that I was asking for all his teddies. Family, please take note, we do not need any more teddies. He can look out into the garden. He's got lovely shelves so he can reach his books and his Lego and his craft bits, and he's got his workbench to be like daddy and his kitchen to be like mummy. And letters, he's not too interested at the moment in letters. Now, please forgive me, I am yet to hem all my curtains. You will notice it in every room. Okay, magic tidy up number 2. Into the lounge, where little one is watching telly, just so I can talk to you, really. Otherwise, he'll keep interrupting. But, okay, here we are. Lounge, very comfy sofa. Lovely little dining spot for us. And again, like what I was saying before, we've got our summer shade out, but normally I can sit here and see the view there. And you can sit here on the sofa and see the view outside. Just every room you see green and trees. Get this back to me. So really happy with these 3 rooms, all nice and connected. All will be lovely and warm. So we've got aircon in each room, which is heat and aircon, obviously. So I must say, this summer, you know, in the past we've only ever had fans. Boy, have I noticed the difference living with aircon. And I never used to like aircon, dries your skin out or whatever, but actually, my goodness, we haven't felt we've suffered as much, and it's been, you know, extreme as it does get out here. So we've got a really lovely self-contained space that's cool, but also is going to be lovely and snug in the winter. Now, of course, in case of power cuts, which are very common here, last year this village had a power cut for about 2.5 days. So we will have to get and install a log fire, which we're going to put in this corner where the chair is, and there's already a chimney, there's already the facility. Lee's just got to create the flue up and a little chimney out the top of the roof. So that's going to be something we do, unless we can sort some sort of battery storage backup is another option. We do have a generator, but it's so noisy, and I don't think we can keep that running for 2 days. I don't know. We'll see. We'll go with the flow, but we know that this will be a really lovely warm space for winter. And the last thing I must show you in the lounge is Lee's pride and joy, his coral reef tank. So he's finally getting to do the hobby that he loves. He's actually growing coral. He's working with the store in the city to hopefully get some of this stuff sold, and little side business. So maybe he'll do a video on that in the future and explain more. But that's nice for him to do that. That was his, you're allowed to buy this because you've worked so very hard on this house to make it livable. So that was his treat. Okay, kitchen and bathroom clean up, and I'm going in. Okay, so now we're going from the lounge. Yes, I need to get a big plant here to cover up all our internet stuff. Into, now remember Lee very painstakingly with our wonderful friend David, who helped us with everything here, found all this stone in the garden and hand brought it in to make this amazing floor. So here we have our kitchen, which still takes my breath away every time I walk in here. Not that it's always this clean, but I have never in my life lived in a space like this, and this is just a total dream for me. Obviously having new appliances, I really wanted that coffee bar feel, to have the space, to have an island. It's the best feeling in the world when I'm making dinner and I've got space to serve and chop, and it really is phenomenal. So yeah, I don't even know what to say. There's still lots of finishing to do around windows. Lee had to chop down these units because the ceilings weren't tall enough, so there's lots of bespoke stuff that needs to be finished here. Now the problem with the old ceiling was it goes down, so he's created a false ceiling between the beams. So over there it hides the beams, and here it exposes the beams, you see, as they disappear into the ceiling. So it's always hard working. I'll just flip it round again to me. It's really something to factor in when you're working with the old buildings. You never have a straight line. We've probably shown this in all of our previous videos. It's really hard. So if you have the opportunity to start from scratch, do that. Otherwise, you have to accept that it's not going to be, perfection. But I think this is perfection. I cannot believe I have this space. So just giving you a quick reminder of what the space looked like before. This is before all the stone was brought in for the flooring, before the walls, ceiling, everything. So you can certainly see a massive transformation has taken place. And I always find it hard to get my head around this space having kitchen, bathroom and a lobby. But you'll see when we go back to me in the current room how it fits. I love that we can have a little lobby space. When we were looking at this empty, I never believed that we could fit a bathroom in this space. We found the sort of little secret wall which made the kitchen bigger, but I really couldn't imagine. I thought the lobby was going to be tiny, but we got so much space to sit and pack our bags and take our shoes off. And by the way, this is normally full of shoes and bags. I've done a very quick sweep. Still some walls to finish here. But that's all going to be done. And then if I open up into our lovely little bathroom. Now the bathroom is still very much a lot to do. We've still got to do the floors. Now this is what's so magical, and I know we've shown this many times, but we walk into the shower, which is just lovely. We've got a really gorgeous overhead shower, lovely tiles, and the stonework. Now, one of the jobs is to complete the shaft up to the window. So at the moment we're exposed to the roof there. So that's a job to do before winter kicks in. So we have sealed the stones so the water can run off. But this is, I think this is the only time you're ever going to see a woman in a shower on YouTube. But this, you can swing a cat if you wanted to. I was so concerned that we'd have a tiny shower and a tiny loo, because it just, when you're there, you just can't envisage the space. And Lee was like, no, I assure you, we've got the space. And we've really got the space. It's a huge walk-in shower. And then, let me just put you back. You know what I'm like operating this camera. Just terrible. I'm trying to flip you back round so you can see. There we go. And we've got plenty of space for toilet, sink, all the towels, everything. So we've still got to do more painting and finishing in here, but it's usable. So we've gone for a really nice green paint, if you can see that, to try and match the units there. So we're so thrilled. But yes, it's not completely finished, but we're there now, living. And really, flip it back around again, just so, it wasn't finished before we moved in, and that was the one thing we absolutely didn't want to have to do again, because living and doing up a place is the hardest. And for everyone who's probably just seen that tour and gone, why isn't the sink under the kitchen window like you would expect? And I know that's what you're thinking, but because this is the one window, if you look directly out of it, I just look onto the neighbour's metal garage. And maybe I'll turn the camera around so you can see it better. But yeah, you just look out on the neighbour's metal garage, whereas moving the sink here means from the side I have my lovely green views. So that was the reason there, okay? No judging. So here's the man of the moment. Finally getting him back behind the camera. So I've done a whole tour.
Okay.
And I just want to add, I know it looks a bit like a Jysk showroom, which is one of the stores out here that we bought everything from, or IKEA, but we didn't have any nice old furniture here. It was all riddled with woodworm and some, we would love to have vintage pieces, but it's just, you can't really find it out here in good quality.
Finding good stuff is hard.
Yeah. And we obviously want to make it, it's a bit sterile, as in we want to put things on the walls and our pictures and artwork and stuff to make it a bit more. Your vinyls.
I want to get my vinyls up.
Yeah. I showed them your fish tank.
Oh.
Explained a bit about that.
About the business?
Yeah, just a tiny
cool.
bit, that's something you're venturing into.
In case you haven't realised, I don't know what Emily's filmed.
Just the house.
This has really been sprung on me. But,
No, I just gave a tour of the house, showing everything, all the amazing stuff you've done.
Oh.
And you feel proud of it?
Almost.
You should do.
It's everything that we need to do still got 5-10% to go. So,
yeah.
And it's those last bits that are taking the time that are sort of putting us back a little bit. But everything's functional.
Yes, exactly.
To a point.
Yeah.
But we
comfortable.
But we are still blessed with good weather. So we'll see what happens in the next couple of months, because there's still a lot to do.
Yeah, so I know what we're going to get, right? I'm going to predict all the comments, right? The first one is, I can see you putting insulation up on the outside of that. What about the stone? Shouldn't it breathe? Is that one of the things that people talk about? Can you answer?
That's not stone.
That's not stone.
Firstly.
Yep.
There's a huge cavity behind it.
Yep.
And it's that's how you do a timber frame building. You insulate the outside, not the inside.
Okay, peeps. Next one might be, oh, you haven't got a gutter on that roof.
No, not yet.
Well done for noticing. We'll get there.
Another one's going to be, how much have you spent?
Yes.
Which
we can't
tell
tell
you
you yet. Scary amounts. Yeah. But we will do another video talking a little bit about costings with links to all the stores that we buy stuff from, so you can look for yourself. Materials change all the time. We actually bought a lot of this stuff in our last house, like all the bathroom suite and the bathroom tiles.
That's 2 years old.
Yeah. So, but we can put together budget costs for the roof in terms of the materials for that sort of size, and we will work on that. So, it's coming. It's coming.
I know the
price-wise.
roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, was around 60 leather square metre.
Okay, that's materials.
Material only.
Yeah, material only. If you're finding a company to do it all for you, they would be about 150 lev.
That's what he just
square
brought me
metre.
over.
There you go. I found a skull in the
Brought me
garden.
over his skull.
The kitchen, which looks amazing, is actually extremely cheap. It's like the cheapest model you can find out here.
Yeah.
And what was that? 3,000
It was probably about 4,000
lev, which
for
for a whole kitchen, worktops,
everything.
island, units,
yeah,
and then we spent probably another 6,000 lev on all the appliances.
6 or 7. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Thanks,
but
mate.
still, if you compare, people spend 10 to 15 grand on kitchens, don't
Oh,
they?
yeah.
So in the UK, so we still feel that was a pretty good deal. But yeah, maybe we'll break that down a bit more in future videos with links to where we get our stuff from, so you can do your own budgets. I mentioned about how, you know, not every line is straight, so that's a challenge when you're doing a building.
Yeah.
Especially as our whole building, our whole land is going down.
It's sloped.
It's
yeah.
sloped, that's the word.
But we also don't want to take that out. It's part of the character. The house was
Yes.
built that way,
Yes.
and we want it to still look like an old house, just with new bits in it.
Mm. Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, what are you going to do with that lovely leaf?
Where's your skull? Show the camera your skull. Where'd you put it?
Whoa. That is so cool. Do we know what animal it's from?
Do you know?
I don't know.
What animal could it be?
Could it be fox?
Maybe.
Could well be a fox,
it could
actually.
be a fox.
Yeah, it's got a long pointy nose. He's probably right there.
It could be.
I think that's probably it, but I just wanted to
Yeah.
bring you in on it
That could
because
be
it's so boring when you're the only one behind the camera and talking.
Yeah. I just don't have the, and actually both of us, we don't have the time to be making update videos or anything
No,
like that.
no.
I don't know if you said on it already, but we moved in, what was it, May?
July.
July. See, I'm just an absolute sieve at the moment. My brain is fried. And yeah, not a lot has happened since then.
No, bits and bobs. All the insulation.
Thank you, mate.
But anyway, we
throw the
hope
sticks
to be
over there.
back more regularly now. Now we're finally settled and we've got Hudson in a little bit of childcare and we can actually have a bit more of a routine. And maybe we'll
Yeah.
do some more.
And maybe we'll get some. We do have a lot of houses up for sale.
Yeah, that's still all going.
But we're not making the videos. It's
Yes,
our partner Vess.
with Ideal Homes. Oh, and we didn't
Thank
mention,
you.
Lee was on the Channel 4 Help I Bought a Village recently. You might have seen that on Channel 4 a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, haven't really watched it yet.
Well,
So
we can't get.
not sure how much I'm on there.
But that was exciting for all the family to see him.
Yeah.
That's it really. Let's not go on. It's been 6 minutes. All right.
All right.
We'll see you soon.
Peace.
Bye. Say bye, Hudson.
Bye, mate.
Bye.